Welcome, everybody. Ink and Intellect. You know me, I'm Luis Perez, the AC tattoo guy. And I have two people with me that are a big deal in my life. Growing up and mentorship and you name it. And these two have been around for it all. Let me start by introducing the one and only Ricky.
What's up, everybody? I'm honored to be here with Luis, man. Just like you said, we inspire you, you inspire us as well.
All right, man. And then if anybody knows anybody in Miami, they know somebody who this man has put a hole in. This is Willie of All Star Tattoos and Body Piercing. What's up, man?
How you guys doing?
Good.
All right?
Good, man. Good.
Yeah, I probably poked a lot of you chicks out there.
Yep. Your chick probably has a hole in her, and Willie's the reason. Believe me. All right, man. Bro, how we met, man? You remember that? I can start. I was 15, driving a car that I wasn't supposed to be driving, going to a tattoo shop I probably shouldn't have been at, getting tattooed, bro. And that was, I'm not gonna give my age, just a while ago, bro.
Yeah.
It was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, actually, your uncle was bringing you through and stuff. I remember that. And I met Willie when he was riding a bike with two beepers and two cell phones.
Yo, and for the record, when he was wearing those two beavers and those two cell phones, they all touched. Because that's how skinny he was. That's how skinny he was.
And a big old chain.
And when I met Willie, Willie had a gun that was like a Civil War cannon in the back of his shorts, gold teeth, and brave like Julio.
Don't be snitching on me on camera.
Oh, that's incriminating.
My little shit locks I had.
Yeah, you had.
We've never had guns.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, bro. I don't know what that is. So yeah, man, I remember that, bro. And I remember the reason why it stood out so much to me was because back then we had, or at least I had, a lot of shitty influence around me. I grew up around the culture that we grew up around, but I had a lot of examples of what not to be, you know? And then generally everybody thought they were hard and everybody always had their chip on their shoulder. And I remember when I met you, dog, you were like the most positive I think that you're probably the only person back in the day that I saw his gold teeth smiling. It wasn't grilling or trying to start pounds with nobody, like, dog, and you always like were a source of positivity, man, even back in those days when shit was not as easy. And this one is, Willie is Willie, bro. Anybody who knows Willie, he's been consistent. This is the most consistent person I have known in my whole life, bro. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. This is the yin and the yang.
Yeah. You too. Yeah, so that's
He's too positive, so somebody got to be negative.
so you're too negative, yeah.
So it works out.
He was my pit bull.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, bro, I never thought about that, bro. Like, you guys are really yin and yang, bro.
And you used to entertain us like fuck, because the shit that comes out of your mouth sometimes, man, is hilarious, man.
Yeah, man, I've been saying it for a long time, bro. We collectively have been doing what a lot of these camps are doing now on a famous level for free for how long?
Forever.
We've been jackasses since before it was jackass. We've been, you name it, we've been it.
All right, the shop that we met you in, we used to have ranking sessions. You know, where we sit and rank on each other all day.
But listen, man, that made us who we are, bro. Because nowadays you do that, bro, and people are crying and they want to, that's it. Like, they unfriend you on every social media platform and you ain't blocking nobody back in the day. You got to go to work and see it the next day.
Listen, as a kid, I had to go to school with the last name P.I.S. So you were either...
No, and your first name, Rich.
Everybody, yeah, Richard, Dick Piss.
Where else? Yeah, if you don't got thick skin after having thick piss, bro.
You either got to kick everybody's ass and be a fucking martial artist or you got to laugh. I took the laughing route.
Yeah, man, a lot of time has gone by, bro. I remember that my first tattoo was a Chinese letter that meant tiger. Dog, don't.
What, you thought it meant tiger?
We'll get to your washcloth soon. But yeah, and I don't even know why, bro. I don't even know why it was one of those things. Like, I was into cars back then and the whole Japanese, whatever, bro. And I remember that, and I had to get Rob made me get my mom's authorization to do it. And I remember going to my mom thinking, like, damn, my mom's going to trip about this. And my mom was like, you want to get a tattoo? I said, yeah. She goes, well, you're the one that has to look stupid, not me. I said, all right, cool, bro. Here I am, stupid as can be, bro.
Makes three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all got Chinese leather. I got one. I think it says dragon, but who knows?
When did you?
It's on my leg with my other dragon.
Oh, damn, I didn't know. I know So you want to tell the story about the washcloth there, bro?
So I got this one right here, right? This is actually washcloths. So I thought it was honor, right? Higher climate or whatever it said on the little paper. Till I walk into this Chinese restaurant one day and I thought the guy was making fun of me, you know, and like sizing me and stuff in a way. He looked at me and looked at the thing and he's like, why you got washcloth on your hand? And I look at her like, this guy's a funny one. And then he came and he said, no, look. And he wrote the letter. He did the letter. He said, that washcloth in my land, washcloth. And I'm like, what land are you from? You know, this is Chinese. He said, me Chinese.
Like, damn, bro. How much more Chinese you want, bro?
That this is katana or something. You know, give me something else.
Back then, we didn't have no Google or no internet.
No.
So whatever it said, we had to get it.
Well, remember, we had the alphabet. In Chinese letters, we had Eagle Lit, which doesn't work.
No, because they're each character is like a whole word. Yeah.
So whoever I did their name across their back, I did many of them.
Oh man, they got like
You
a whole
probably have a whole sentence in Chinese that means God knows what.
You buy washcloth at flea market.
Like anybody from the late 90s, 2000s, if you got that Chinese letter, get rid of it.
Yeah, that was
Doesn't mean what it means when you think of it.
and that was the thing, man. I remember that, bro. I have a couple of them. I covered some of them. The tiger one definitely got covered.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you a story. It's 9/11 pissed. Me and him were talking about it on the way here, and nobody would believe us, you know. But we're here together to be able to tell this story.
Okay.
So we're in the shop, and Rob sends us to McDonald's on 119th and 7th Ave, and to go get lunch for everybody in the shop. And me and Willie go. Willie had this nice looking Camaro at the time, the IROC Z. He had it like a teal green.
Yeah, I remember that.
Real cool car.
I miss that car.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only car that you really didn't wreck. It stayed in one piece.
The one that got away.
The one that got away.
But it did leak gas, though. Remember that? The gas leak? Drilled the
So, yeah, I drove to the gas tank.
Everybody installed and back in the day put a screw in their gas tank, bro. That's part of it, bro.
him.
Yeah.
And he had the fumes inside the car all day.
Remember, I could only put $7 in gas, and I couldn't make a left turn because it would just leak out. If somebody want to blow me up, they could have just lit them matches.
So we get to this McDonald's, and mind you, I was ignorant, young. I didn't know anything about religion back then. You know, I only knew about God. That's it, or Santeria and stuff, because that was our Cuban heritage that we grew up around. Other than that, I didn't know what Muslim was or that. So we get into this McDonald's, and we see two people dressed in all black with ninja hoods and stuff. And the lady's eyes were bright blue eyes, you know, and she had, all I could see is her eyes, the thing, and her little son like that. So me being the fool that I am, I'm trying to make Willie laugh, and I'm doing karate, you know, in the face, you know, acting like a ninja and
Right.
going. While one of the terrorists from 9/11 was actually sitting at the outside of the thing. He was actually
At the
on the
McDonald's.
plane.
Oh wow.
So they were when they did their missions, they would do it through Opelika Airport. I learned this afterwards.
Oh wow, bro. Yeah, you guys.
So
were
I
right
only
there,
noticed who the guy was because we saw the news after 9/11. But at that moment, you know, it was nothing, none of that. There was no 9/11. It was way pre 9/11. So we're at this McDonald's that I'm making Willie laugh and then this and that gets stronger. And God has a funny way of playing with me sometimes when I start making fun of people and stuff.
Oh yeah, me too.
He puts them in my path, you know, even in strange places. So I'll let you finish the story.
Yeah, I remember you were making the jokes about it. Then we got out to get to the car, and this guy was 38 hot. He came, we tried to close the door, like, no, you can't be making fun of me and my wife and la la la. He don't like it. Yeah, you know my religion is not funny, and he was bad.
He was bad. We grabbed the gun. We had the gun. We posted it up and said, get away from our door. We snatched the door and closed it real quick. And me and Willie left laughing and stuff with the story. Later on,
Bro, maybe you guys triggered 9/11, bro.
Fast forward.
It's your fault.
And this was 98, 99.
Yeah, it's 98, 99. Fast forward, we're working at AT&T at a customer service center, and we're watching 9/11 unfold on the screen, right, at the building. And they show the terrorist face, and that was the guy that grabbed my door.
No way, bro.
Yes. That was
That's wild.
so we could have got blown up way before. And this whole
I'm telling you, you guys triggered that whole pattern,
He
right?
did. And if he knew I had a gasoline, he would have blew himself with fear.
All he had to do was light a lighter, bro. Like, go to smoke a cigarette.
it would have been gone.
Yeah. Man, if you would have smoked cigarettes back then, bro, you could have took them out, bro. You could have been a hero, bro. You wouldn't have known it. There you go, missing an opportunity again, bro.
There you go, always. That's the story of my life.
Yeah, man. But that was crazy, bro. Like back then, that tattoo shop was on 119, right next to, for anybody that's in Miami, right next to Coco's.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the hood, and it was called Tattoos in the Hood. You know,
Tattoos in the hood.
shout out to Rob G.
Rob G, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
sir.
And man, how crazy and how this life has been from then to now, man.
We seen it all. We saw a guy get stabbed in front of our shop. We saw a guy get shot, and we're holding the door because he was trying to get in the shop. And
I remember, and then somebody was getting the towels or something, and then Rob was tripping about him getting the towel, kind of like the movie or some shit.
Yeah.
we had one time that Rob went out of town, and Mercy pissed off the wrong person, and she was like, "We're gonna come and wet this place, something."
Yeah.
and stuff.
We got threatened so many times.
Yeah, we got threatened so many times.
And that's the area where you get threat, you gotta kind of take it looser. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. So yeah, for the majority of like shit, I want to say the first 50% of the tattoos, you did them on me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back in the day, man. Yeah. And just the whole art of tattooing has come such a long way.
It's crazy how far it's come.
Yeah.
So far.
Whenever I see people talking about the tattoos and the quality of tattoos now and everything, and I'm like, man, you guys don't realize, bro, those old tattoo guns compared to the new stuff now, that's tattooing with a dead bow in your hand, bro.
Talk about it. It's so lightweight, no cords.
Yeah.
Everything's so much easier for everybody. But since we started in that business, we kind of paved the way for everyone.
Yeah, so
That's like now it's cool. Like back then,
that's a great thing to talk about because you gotta you have to pay respect when respect is due. You guys started All Star in Hialeah when there was no tattoo shop. I think there was what?
Tattoo Balloons.
Yeah.
Merlin Renaissance.
Okay.
We were the third shop. No, Merlin's already had closed.
Yeah,
They opened up and they lasted about 6 months and then they closed down.
But All Star's been there since when? Since what year?
99.
Since 99. Man, you guys,
No, 98 we started outside of our location, and then 99 was when we opened up the doors.
yeah. And
26 years.
26 years, man.
Yeah.
That's how long I've been doing air conditioning, bro.
Yeah.
26 years, man.
26 years.
But when you look back, it's like, it feels like 26 years. Nah. Sometimes I feel like it's been 26 whole years, bro.
Shoot, I remember you putting up the AC unit on the roof for us, and we grabbed that thing with a rope, moving all the way up.
That's an OSHA violation for sure, bro. But that didn't exist back then.
he has a
So he didn't do that. I'm just.
Yeah, that's hypothetical.
There was a forklift that came up.
And for the record, I think I had a company, so my liability insurance, if they're watching, is completely unrelated to this.
But it's still working till today.
Yeah.
Never had a problem.
Bro, so yeah, man, you guys been there since 99, and like I said, that's not an exaggeration, bro. You've pierced shit.
thousands of people.
Thousands of people.
He started millions. What are we talking about? He started piercing. There was only one guy that was amazing back then in the piercing world here in off Florida, really, which was Noel. Besides Noel, then came Willie.
Yeah, because every other piercing was just a tattoo artist that got a customer walking in and put a piercing in him, and that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not because he's my homeboy or nothing. I always tell everybody, if you want a piercing, like, there's nobody better than him. No, I don't say that because he's my friend. I don't say he knows what he's doing and he likes what he does.
Takes it and he takes it serious. He measures. He does everything the way he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And he's gone through the laws. He goes above beyond the blood-borne pathogen little certificate that they give you, which they give you the answers, by the way. So if you're going to those piercing people that really don't know anything and can't explain to you what it is, That's where you're getting. You're getting a guy with a bloodborne pathogens class that was given the answers by Google or what.
No, and nowadays,
Yeah.
fuck around and chat GPT doing it. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, man, that's a long time, bro. And it's like like, listen, that is not exaggeration. I have not talked to a girl that doesn't know Willie, that Willie's pierced her. You know what I mean? Like, it's true. Like, that's crazy.
Pierced her or hit on her? Which one?
Probably both. The same
It
thing.
depends.
Nah.
I try not to shoot right. I used to when I was younger. I was trying. That didn't help me. Oh.
Yeah. And Ricky, man, I know that you've transitioned into the whole art world, bro. So talk about that, man. How's that been?
Well, since I got sick, I couldn't tattoo anymore. And, my body would swell up and stuff. So it would be uncomfortable for me to tattoo in positions and stuff. And I lost all my creative mojo, and I started getting depressed. So in 2020, a friend of mine that he does real estate development, he told me, hey, why don't you paint me a picture for one of the things so I could stage one of my properties and sell it? And I'm not a painter. And he's like, but you're a tattoo artist. Tattoo artist, if you tattoo, you can paint or you can do whatever. I said, oh, I never looked at it.
Yeah, because tattooing is probably the hardest canvas to get art down on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you can't make no mistakes.
Yeah.
At least the one that I got now, I can go over it with white.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's my best friend. But I did the piece and he was impressed, but I wasn't really, because he's your friend.
Yeah.
So you think, oh,
Yeah.
you're just being cool,
Right.
or, to get me motivated or whatever. But then he went the extra step and he took that piece and he brought me to the viewing of when he was selling that property. And the people that stayed with the property, they bought all my art that I did in that property for him. So that impressed me. I said, well, I'm onto something.
Yeah.
So then I just started copying Picassos and different things. I started doing it for people here and there, but it didn't have no soul behind it.
Right.
So I wasn't really selling a lot of pieces. I wasn't really doing much.
Yeah, because it wasn't really you.
Yeah, it wasn't really me.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got out of the hospital that I had a real battle with Christ, and he brought me back here. So when I came back here to life, he gave me purpose. And then I started painting stuff that, like, I used to tattoo with a story.
Yeah.
So everything that I paint with a story. I developed the story first because I'm a writer as well. So I write the story first, and then I look for subject matters and references that I can use to display my story.
Yeah.
And I do everything with real bright colors because I'm a bright person, personality-wise.
Yeah.
So I want to bring that brightness and shine to the world and bring that kindness and love back into the world, because we're filled with hate as it is,
Yeah.
So if I can bring an ounce of kindness, and it's taken off.
Yeah.
Ever since.
No, and I can honestly say, man, a lot of your pieces that I look at, I look at that shit, I'm like, oh, that's Ricky. Yeah, that's Ricky. Yeah.
You can tell his style.
His style, yeah, absolutely.
stand
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It's different.
Before I was all over the place.
Yeah.
Before 2020, I was all over the place. 2023 is when I really.
But just hearing you talk about the creative process and everything, man, and God giving you back your purpose and everything, that's inspiring, man, because I know that I've been through that as well, bro. Like, I had my times that I felt lost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes God has to break us down. I know me and you spoke about this.
Yeah.
God breaks us down to like zero.
Nothing.
To zero, just to bring us back to a humble place of like beginning. And then from there, the more you build that relationship, the more
blessings come your way.
More blessings come your way, man.
It's not that you get more blessings, because that's a lie in my part. The blessings are always there.
Right.
The thing is, by you appreciating and being humbled, you get to see your blessing.
Correct.
Where before you're going over your blessings because
how many times?
Appreciating anything, so you're not making time for you.
Right. And how many times have you not looked back and been like, damn, I had this all this time and I took it for granted?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, me and Willie in 2001, I think it was, I told him, let's start getting into acting.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
So I start getting with this company called Outcast Talent.
Outcast Talent, yeah.
I had gold teeth.
You still got that picture circling around the. Yeah, I think
Yeah, memory, I put it over there. Yeah,
I grabbed Willie and I was like, I don't want to do this alone.
yeah,
Come on, Will.
he forced me.
Yeah, he forced you. Yeah.
So I brought
I'm
him
like,
to
fuck it, but my dog was good.
Yeah.
I brought him to the building in 79th Street, where the immigration building was.
Yeah,
It was the top floor. It was like it looked like almost like an empty parking lot, but it was an office, right? And we got in there. They started taking pictures of us and stuff like that. I said, "This is gonna work." So, our first audition was with Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore. Remember
Wow.
that? Yeah, remember
So
that.
we get to this hotel in South Beach, and Pauly Shore is waiting for us to audition. Right? He wanted 2 thugs. So
And they
we
got 2
went in
team
there-
dogs.
we went in there as thugs.
Yeah.
So when we got inside the room, he got scared. And he said, I wanted actors, thugs actors. I didn't want the real thing. Hey, he was,
Yo, that's awesome.
get them out of the room right now. They're making me uncomfortable.
No way, bro.
It was me, Willie, and Dave.
Days, yeah, they was
Oh man, yeah, you guys for sure lit the part, bro.
And we all had gold teeth. I had leather shorts, because there was
They were like, they went to TGK and grabbed these motherfuckers. I don't want the real ones.
the guy was like, well, he didn't even shake our hand. He went from being in front of us to going to the opposite side of the table and talking to us away from the table because he thought we were going to go.
We're California people, bro. We're California people, bro. That's funny, man.
He was probably really.
I'm probably sure was a big deal back then.
He was doing Maryland Does Miami.
Yeah,
That was the movie.
Oh yeah,
that was at his peak when he was.
yeah. And I remember after that, everybody kind of fell into the Caso Cerrado,
Yep.
or Quien Tiene la Razón, or one of those.
Oh, I was in La Feria Alegría.
Yeah.
I did the Palo Cebado and everything.
I know I ended up on one of them, and when you guys were doing the tattoo thing, I don't remember which one it was.
Oh, Maria Vida.
Yeah,
The one they had us take our shirt off and dance. You got
that one. I remember that one.
Rod was there.
Yo, I have laughed so hard, bro. I have laughed so hard.
Looks so gay. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they were, on that show, they were looking at us like we were demons, right? Not knowing that we were, I was more in touch with God back then.
Yeah.
All of us were. We were more in touch with God. So they brought a priest to come and talk us down, why it's bad in the thing. And the priest wanted actually classes from me afterwards because I actually got them on the Revelations 16:19
Okay.
when Jesus was coming in his white horse and his satchel went to the side and then on his thigh he had tattooed Jesus, Lords of Lords, Kings of Kings on his thigh. And I said, if tattoos are good enough for
Our Lord and
Jesus,
Savior, yeah.
it's good enough for me as well. Where he's talking about don't mess your temple, it was really with drugs and your mindset and stuff because your temple is your mindset.
Yeah.
It's not really your skin,
Right.
so the Catholic Church, they have to teach you a certain way so you could they got to give you all the John, Paul, and Psalms to keep you there inspired. They won't tell you the tragedies that are in the
Right.
Bible.
Which are
Because they're
probably
not
more
people-
important. Which are probably more important than
Yeah, so people won't come to
Right.
church if they're going to hear the traumas that Christ went through,
Yeah.
in the Bible. So that was a big opening for us because we went against all these people in high society. There was a lady that was talking bad about Willie, of him putting holes in people. And here she is with some big dangling earrings on the thing. And I told her on set,
You got a piercing good for you, though.
yeah, what's the difference to have your ear pierced than to have your belly? It's just a hole in
yeah, it's a hole in your body, bro. Yeah.
It's still a hole in your area. And she couldn't answer me.
You'd be surprised, man, when how much people don't put thought into things. Like, I don't want to single nobody out, but like with the whole football thing I like to pray with the kids for the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And respectfully, a parent asked me that they don't want their kid to be a part of the prayer. Respectfully, that's fine, right? But then every play or every good thing that happens, oh, thank God, thank God, thank God.
Yeah.
You realize what you're doing? Like,
Yeah.
you're thanking God, but your son can't sit through a prayer? Like, make it make sense. And a lot of times, I feel like that's what it is. It's more about the ignorance than anything. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Our religion is all the same. It's something that you believe in. really, you just got to protect your mindset and stay positive and be faithful.
Yeah.
Be faithful to your beliefs.
Yeah.
And that's God. You want to see God? Look in the mirror.
That's true.
Those are the only two people that can really answer any of your questions. It's that mirror and you.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell, I can tell Willie whatever I want. He can believe me,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean that I'm telling the truth.
Right.
You know, I could be lying through my teeth. He believes me because
You guys are friends.
my friend
Yeah.
or whatever. But I'm lying to myself.
Yeah.
You know, even if he believes me, I'm lying to myself. When you're in the mirror and you're having that conversation and you're asking the questions, you have all the answers in that mirror.
Yeah. And man, look, in business, just in life as in general, we overcomplicate shit. Like we do that.
Yeah.
Things are not that complicated.
It's simple.
We as human beings overcomplicate the shit out of things, like unnecessarily.
Yeah.
A lot of times you just really take a step or two back from where you're at and just really like let perspective sink in and you realize you're an asshole, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
We don't want to be accountable for the things
100%.
that people think is negative.
Yeah.
You know, but we gotta understand we're built, we're not perfect beings.
Yeah.
The way we were built, we are who we are, and we're basically trying to figure things out
Right.
and move forward. The more that you focus on those negative things and stuff, it's not gonna help you to move on.
No, I'm from at least my walks in life. The more I try to figure things out, the more I realize I don't
More get
I don't know
complicated.
shit. I don't know shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no, it gets more complicated.
Yeah, yeah. So I just surrender, man, and go from there.
I used to lie a lot and try to get out of my shit, whether it was my relationship or business sense or stuff, and
But
never
until
got me
you-
nowhere.
But until you hold yourself accountable, you're stuck.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
stuck.
You said it yourself. I had to lose everything to actually know, okay, wait a minute. I've been pointing the finger. I've been doing this. I've been doing that all these years. And really the problem's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm the one that made the last decision
Yeah.
to do whatever I did.
Yeah. And you know better than to get involved with whoever you got involved with.
Yeah, absolutely.
You knew better than to make those decisions because they had an outcome. Like you did it. It's you. It's you.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't blame anybody for
Yeah.
for that. So, you know, once I realized that, my life got better
Yeah.
and it got simpler. Yeah.
But then it's crazy once you gain that perspective, especially living here in Miami, you start to realize that what we used to hold as like what a successful person was or like what meant something, realize that that's all smoke and mirrors, bro.
Yeah.
The money, the status, all of that is bullshit. That does not make a person. To me, I'm not impressed. Both of our professions, we've seen money.
Yeah.
We've seen people with real money. And most of them are the most miserable people you ever meet.
Yeah.
Because there's no substance there. It's a person that's addicted to money, is idolizing money. Like that's what the culture has gotten to. And unfortunately, here in Miami, it's a staple. Like, you know, it's what can I buy? What can I show off? What can I? And little by little, that was the whole thing with me with the podcast. I wanted to get back to like talking about building, talking about being all right when things are not all right. You know what I mean?
Reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I think Miami needs is a reality check.
Yeah.
Basically, me and Willie were walking inside, and while we were walking down the street to come to the podcast, a guy stops me, and he's like, "Let me interview you." You know, just random because it happens all the time in Brickell because all the social influencers are all over Brickell, South Beach, or here in Woodwood. So I tell the guy no. You know, and I keep walking. And then I'm talking to Willie, and I'm like, listen, if I don't research you and I don't know the message that you're putting out there, I'm not going to do an interview with you.
Right now, you could have pretended to be anybody, bro, for that interview.
Yeah. And the problem is that they'll take those same words, they'll edit it, and then you look like a fool.
Right.
And what you stand for is out the window.
Yeah.
And now you're getting people the wrong impression and you come off as fake. I don't want that. I want to research who's going to interview me, what we're talking about, and let's go and let's do something positive.
Be real.
Because I want to take away from the fakeness.
Yeah. Be real, man. Be real. Just be you, bro.
Yeah. That's
that shit. It's almost to the point that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Because I meet people and off these things and I meet them and it's like, oh, it's not that. It's not who it is. It's not.
Yeah, everybody in Miami tries to reinvent themselves.
Yeah.
They want to be very hard to find someone that's authentic, you know?
Yeah.
People are so fake here in Miami.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why I've kept my circle small for so many years.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I actually downsized big time because I used to have people around me that I thought were my people, you know, around me. And
All it takes is a couple of fucked up times in your life, bro, and those people will show you who they are every time.
when I moved away, when I moved away, the only ones that kept, well, you see the circle right here.
Yeah.
The only ones that I kept, and I got a couple more. Other than that, I can count it all in one hand. I don't need two hands. I can count it all in one hand. The people that stayed in contact with me and were there for me when I got sick and all that stuff. The other people, life moved on because I wasn't doing for.
As long as there's a party, bro, everybody's around.
Yeah.
The minute the party's over,
It's done.
it's done.
You know, I still value all those people, but I don't see them as, I see it for what it is. I see it as just acquaintances, good people, fun people, but they're not a me person.
And that's definitely something that I've learned from you over the years, like to take people for what they, like at face value. You know what I mean? Like, I know we've had that conversation multiple times. And the minute that you stop forcing your expectations on a person, then you start to realize that really what lets you down in a lot of those situations is your expectations of the person.
Not the person.
It's not the person, right? We're all, like you said earlier, we're trying to figure this out. We're all trying to figure it out. And what might be right for me or right for him or right, it's really a matter of perspective. Right or wrong is a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
And you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they think is right. Even if you know it's wrong, we all got to go down those paths.
Yeah.
Right? We all got to go down those paths.
Yeah, absolutely. I made mistakes too. You know, where I was the person.
Of course.
That other person was pointing fingers. He's the reason my life is, you know, ruined. Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, my bad.
Yeah, my bad.
I was drunk, bro.
Yeah, right. I don't drink either.
No, that's my excuse.
Oh, he was stripping yesterday. This guy was stripping yesterday.
2 months. How long you been? Yeah, bro. That's that. This and that.
3 girls.
That's at least 3 times a week, bro.
He got down 3 buttons off his shirt yesterday.
I had to entertain them. I give the ladies what they want.
That's what the ladies want, right? All right, ladies.
Are you not entertained?
It's here.
He's definitely unforgettable. That's for sure. They're never gonna forget him.
Like in a World War II kind of thing, like unforgettable. Yeah.
Unforgettable.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna wrap this up, bro. Obviously, I've done a couple of podcasts, and I'm gonna do a lot more. But this one was really important to me, bro. Like, cause you know that both of you were a big, and will always be a big deal in my life. Right?
Just like you are for us. You might be young, but younger than but
God bless your heart.
Sometimes.
Pablo, those young days are behind me already.
Yeah, but you're way younger than us. Don't let my Just for Men fool you. Well, I don't use Just for Men anymore because it stains your face. I use Beijing. Beijing is the final goal.
Beijing.
Shout out to Beijing.
I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why you get them old ladies, man.
That salt and pepper. I told my barber one day, I was like, bro, I can't wait for the salt and pepper to start coming in. He's like, man, you bread, bro. That's cinnamon sugar. That ain't salt and pepper.
Yeah, I don't think it now.
I got a good hairstylist next door to me, so you might see that silver gray one day, or that I'm gonna start painting this shit.
All right, man. Well, bro, I love you guys, and I appreciate you, man, brother.
We love you, man.
Ink and Intellect, we're out. All right.